Look what came into the shop the other day! This is an advanced reader's copy of The Buried Giant by Kazuo Ishiguro. This book is going to be released in March of this year, and this is my spoiler-free review of the advanced reader's copy. I won't be giving away any more of the plots than you would find on a blurb or in another Goodreads review, but I will be talking a bit about the themes and the writing style. I was practically jumping up and down when I got my hands on this. I've read about half of Ishiguro's published work and really enjoy his writing. This is probably a book that I would have read in a day or two had I not been working full time, but I did spend practically every waking hour that I wasn't working reading this. I knew very little about this when I started reading, and I think that's a good way to go into it. It is a bit more plot heavy than some of his other books. So I should probably start by saying that this will most likely be classed as fantasy, although it will be shelved in most bookshops with literary fiction. It's a wonderful mix of fantasy and fable and legend. It follows an elderly couple who one day decide to leave their village to go and find their son who lives in a neighbouring village. The setting of this is Britain, but it is a post-Arthurian Britain. So there's some conflict between the Saxons and the Britons, and Christianity isn't completely widespread. Ishiguro does a fantastic job of evoking this setting. It feels very bleak in a lot of places, and I think his sparse writing style also echoes the setting. From pretty early on, we know that there is a mist covering the land that causes people to forget things. And that's all I'm going to say about the plot. So, because of the mist that is covering the land, memory is a big issue in this novel. Now, if you've read any Ishiguro before, then you'll know that he's quite big on memory as a theme, and also on unreliable narrators. And because of this mist, all of the characters are suffering from some sort of amnesia. So the characters are haunted by the past, but can't quite remember what it is. And there are some flashbacks where things are recalled, but not recalled in their entirety. So that's kind of the mystery that's driving the narrative. As for the writing, it's Ishiguro, so it's beautifully written, quite sparsely written, I would say, but done in a way that makes you want to read every word. And I found that I couldn't read this too quickly because otherwise I would miss crucial bits of information. There are also some very beautiful passages that you'll no doubt want to linger over. And that's the subtlety of this novel. So even though this is written in Ishiguro's iconic style and uses some of the same themes and even some of the same motifs as his other works, this is very different from anything he's written before. And it's the setting and the plots that really set this apart from his other works. I have a feeling that this won't appeal to all of his usual fans. That said, a lot of Kazuo Ishiguro fans will really love this, and I have no doubt that a lot of people who are anticipating this, especially people I know on BookTube, will love this book. So I've said that the writing in this is beautiful in typical Ishiguro style, but there is one section that really took my breath away. In this section, one of the characters is reflecting on the death of one of his friends many years ago, and he talks about how his friend asked for water and about his desire to be by the sea in his final moments, and that was just so exquisitely written. I read it and then I had to go back and read that passage again. That's not something that I often do. The beauty and poignance of that passage is what really made me think, yes, this is a 5-star book. I would love to do a full analysis of this book, but I really can't talk much more about it without going into spoiler territory. But I would highly recommend that you pick this one up when it comes out in March. I will definitely be picking up a copy, as I'll have to return this one to work. I think this one might be worthy of a reread. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been my review of the advanced reader's copy of Kazuo Ishiguro's The Buried Giant. I can't wait for this book to be released so that I can start discussing it with people. My next video will be the second part of my favourite book design of 2014, so I will hopefully see you then. Bye!